Aquarius, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for May the 1st through to the 15th. So lots happening in this period. We're in eclipse season. So eclipses bring in new opportunities. They take things out and bring things in all at the same time. It can be very activated, quick changes that come through. So I actually kind of like eclipse season. I think it's fun. I think it's there's some exciting things that's coming through. It starts off with the new moon in Taurus. We have the beautiful Miss Stella here. And the new moon in Taurus also coincides with a partial solar eclipse, which is happening on the 30th of April or the 1st of May, depending on where you are in the world. And then it culminates with the full moon in Scorpio, which is either 15th of May or the 16th of May. So definitely we have the beautiful Miss Stella here. So what I'm getting for you with this, Aquarius, I just got this image of you throwing things out, like throwing a lot of stuff out, particularly like possessions, like things around the home or just stuff. It's kind of like, I don't need that anymore. It's old, done, out. Out it goes. So I feel like it's throwing things out, especially around the home or anything to do with home and real estate and living situation, and in with the new. So that's kind of what I'm getting here for you, Aquarius. So this reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a more holistic view of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Aquarius. Just take what feels right and leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading, and the link for that will be in the description box below. So while Miss Stella's here, I'm going to pull a card to start off the reading, a card of empowerment for you, a message of empowerment. You've actually got two cards have come in for you this fortnight, Aquarius. So we have Three of Feathers, release and recovery. Beautiful. And we also have the Five of Acorns, challenge and growth. Okay, so I do think that this is kind of really interesting because the release and recovery is sort of saying that there is a healing that's going on here with letting go of something that potentially may have really hurt you as well. Maybe it's something from your childhood, something that you experienced when you were a very young child. And the Five of Acorns is saying there's the challenge to grow and grow beyond this. Perhaps the challenge was when you were quite literally growing as a child. So I do feel like this is bringing up things to do with your roots, where you belong, your childhood, but also to do with how that reflects back into your living situation where you are now. So yeah, these are kind of saying that there is this kind of cathartic process here. But I love the Five of Acorns because it's saying that it's kind of saying to challenge yourself. There is this period of growth and transformation coming in. But it is after releasing something that you've possibly been holding on to for a while that you don't need anymore. So, which could be where I'm getting this information about throwing things out. We've got Cup 9 Moon Pisces coming in. So this would be, and I just love this Five of Acorns. Like, sorry, I'm just going to hold this up, like the roar of this panther that's coming in here. It's like you might even need to kind of use your voice. Sometimes you just need to go, ah, or it's just this sense of hear me roar. Like it's just really, there's a message coming in loud and clear, and you might even be putting a message out loud and clear to expand and grow and challenge yourself. But like I said, it's like you are throwing caution to the wind, like just sticking the big finger up to the past, a past energy almost, and just kind of rising above it. So that's why we've got the Cup 9 Moon Pisces. So a moon, again, it's around your home, and it could be going back to the past. It could be around this is the card of fulfillment. So it's wanting to bring some sort of fulfillment in around your home or living area. We've got Wand, King, Leo, Crown as well. So this is your opposite energy, the Leo energy. This is where if you have any Leos in your life, it could actually be a deepening of bonds or a closening of a connection. We've also got, here you are, Sword, King, Aquarius, Crown. So it's kind of fascinating, this with the Sword King and the Wand King, the Aquarius and Leo. These are, like I said, the opposite energies. And the Aquarius and Leo energy is like finding the balance between your head and your heart, really. I mean, the alignment is around finding your uniqueness, but also allowing yourself to kind of shine at the same time. So there's fulfillment in what I'm mostly getting is it's head and heart, finding the balance between your head and heart. And this could definitely be between two people. This could be as well about challenging convention for some of you, I'm getting. And I'm kind of getting that this, I don't know why I'm getting this, Aquarius, but I'm kind of just getting two dads for whatever reason. So this is something that's coming through here, that there's a lot of fulfillment in this kind of potentially two male figures in your life that are they're kind of like father-like energies that's coming in. Maybe it's to do with unconventional families or something like that. But I do feel like it's there's this sense of finding this balance between what you're a fixed idea that you've had about something, plus also wanting to take action on your passions. And, are they two very different things? So, Miss Stella, make yourself comfortable, why don't you? You're going to make some room for Aquarius. They've got to have their cards. So let's see, we'll pull some cards. I'm going to have to move a few things down so Miss Stella can get herself really comfortable. And that's what I think it is. It's about getting yourself really comfortable with a situation, with a balance in relationships, with opposite energies within yourself, and just finding that sense of fulfillment because you've put in a lot of work yourself. And I do feel like this is coming back to the home, the family structure, doesn't have to be a family, but just where you're living and all of that sort of thing that we were talking about. So let's see. Let's pull some cards. We've got the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is a mother energy that's coming in. So it's very much around, again, the Queen of Cups is a card of Cancer. It's about your home. So it's about what sort of love is around your home, what sort of nurturing is around the home at the moment, crossed by the Knight of Cups. So the Four of Swords, a lot of head and heart stuff happening here. We've got the Wands and the air energy, the Page of Pentacles. Here's the Queen of Wands. Okay, interesting. So we've got the Moon. This is you. I'll put this up on the screen because Stella's probably sitting on them at this moment. Ten of Cups, there's happiness around you. There's a new seed that's been planted that could bring this happiness, which is really nice. The King of Pentacles, that's the Taurian energy that's around, very generous. The Hermit energy, okay. So, and I just want to pull another card. The Page of Cups, okay. And at the base, we've got the Magician. Wow. Wow, okay. So, this is... I feel like you're busy. Like, again, I feel like it's like you might want to just spend a little bit time at home, time away from people. Or if you're around people, they want to be people that you truly love and enjoy their company. I don't feel like you're going to necessarily be wanting to be super social at this moment in time. So I do feel like there is a sense of wanting to go quite inwards with something. So we have the Queen of Cups crossed by the Knight of Cups, and this is really to do with staying where you are, strangely enough, being happy with where you're at. It feels like there's potentially... I don't feel like, strangely, Aquarius, like a lot is actually changing in your world at this moment, other than maybe your perception of it, your perception of your world, your perception of where you're living, and just kind of coming to this conclusion that I'm happy where I'm at. I'm wanting to stay home. I'm not wanting to go off traveling. I'm not wanting to go off and meet new people. I'm not wanting to go off and pursue romance. I want to just come in and look after myself and be kind of grateful. It's this sort of grateful energy where you can kind of just come back home and go, yeah, it may not be perfect, but there's something about where you're living, you're being shown, or where you are at home within yourself that you've been shown that there is something really good about that. And so there is a sense of feeling quite happy with it, really. So that's why I feel like it's mostly it's not huge, big external events. It's more like an internal shift that's occurring here, which is why you've got the Four of Swords in your conscious mind. This is going deep within and just processing some thoughts, having some time out. Really, this could be a mindset shift. That's kind of what I'm getting. There's some sort of mindset shift or a shift of perception of an event that has occurred, or especially to do with these relationships with the masculine energy in your life, or energies that represent like authority figures in particular. But I kind of getting more of a like fatherly role. Now, sometimes women can be represented as that as well. If it was somebody who was kind of, women can have more of a masculine side. I don't want to kind of get caught up into the whole gender debate of it, but I'm just getting that there's two people here with these Wand King, Wand Queen. Wand. We've got we do have the Queen of Wands here as well, but there's very much, this is like your external facade of the world, this divine masculine energy of what you go out and do out there in the world. But then you're coming back home, you're coming back in, there's been a lot of things, you're dealing with a whole heap of stuff, people doing stuff, and then you're coming back home and going, what am I coming back to every day after a day of being busy or just having to deal with and managing work and other people, and outside pressures? What am I coming back to? And that's where you're kind of really going, what is it that I actually truly want? What is actually really igniting my passion here? What is it that really gets me kind of excited? So it's a time of quiet reflection, which is actually really, really nice. So in the recent past, you got the Page of Pentacles, where I feel like you were looking at something, you've been contemplating something, thinking about something, and then it's almost like that thing has sort of shifted and changed into something different, or at least your perception of it has changed, where you're kind of now thinking, I really want to be doing that, or I really want to be connecting with that person, or I really want something. So you kind of thought about it, whatever it is, and now it's like really kind of starting to get the fire under you that this is something that could really work for you. In the near future, you've got the Queen of Wands. So this is the divine feminine. Like I said, we had the divine masculine at the top there, and now we have the divine feminine, which is very much how you are integrating what it is that you want with what it is that you're attracting and magnetizing. Like, what is it that you are, kind of the energy, frequency and vibe that you're putting out there. So this is kind of a very, I feel like it's a quieter Leo energy. It's not necessarily a loud energy. It feels like more of a refined, quiet dignity that you're finding within yourself, where I do feel like there's this sense of coming back to you and really seeing some things that you like here, and really kind of there's this kind of almost truthful conversation that's going on with yourself, where you're kind of really going, maybe I really do want that. And maybe I've never, for whatever reason, let myself have that or think about it. And so it's kind of like this is where the head and the heart are finding the balance. So interesting. You're presenting as the moon, which again is the card of home. So much around the home here with the moon energy. So you might be a little bit of a homebody kind of energy coming through. The moon is also like it's a fairly intuitive energy, and it's an energy where I feel like you're going to probably be quite affected by the moon energies that are around at the moment. I mean, one of them, they're all going to be in the fixed signs. So Taurus and Scorpio are going to be squaring you, like Aquarius and the Leo energies. So this is, it is going to present challenges. The squared energy of bringing in this growth and bringing in this healing that's coming through. And so I feel like the way that you respond to this is, like I said, retreat and come back in and try to make sense of the messages that you're getting and seeing things beneath the surface that potentially are being revealed to you that you hadn't seen before. So it's an interesting energy, and I do feel like this is where, you can actually be finding a lot of happiness here with the 10 of Cups. You're potentially unearthing things or seeing things now that, you've got the 9 of Cups crowning you, which is your fulfillment, and you've also fulfillment around the home, and you've got the 10 of Cups, which is happiness around you. So it really is like an interesting energy to kind of say with this King of Pentacles, what's being provided for you? Like, how is your home feeling? How is where you come home to? What was provided to you, even if we're going back to like early roots, like to early childhood, was there something that you needed that you didn't get? What is it that you want to bring in now in terms of like your material comfort or your material needs? Do you want to redecorate? Do you want to renovate? Do you want to throw stuff out and bring things in? Do you want to bring in some things that are well made, some things that are refined, some luxury items? It's kind of like, what is it that you need that, and that's what I think you're working out. Like, sometimes it may be that I just want comfort of some sort, comfort around the home. And so what do you need to feel comfortable with that, to feel like, okay, this is a place I want to come back to. This is a place that I feel like, I'm getting what I need from this space. So you might be wanting to beautify it. Maybe you're ringing the interior designer, or maybe you're painting or buying some nice home decor. So it's kind of, I feel like there's a lot going on. There's a lot that you're processing at this moment, especially on a subconscious level as well, just to do with I do think it's to do with your childhood. There's a lot of things that you're letting go of, a lot of things that you're opening to receive. So that's kind of a beautiful energy. So we have the Hermit coming in, which is a Virgo energy, and the Page of Cups. And this is actually really, like I said, I feel like you're just kind of wanting to be a bit of a hermit in a way, like it's kind of a literal version of the card, but I was kind of getting more of a homebody, wanting to stay at home, not wanting to socialize too much. But ultimately the Hermit is about wisdom, connecting into your wisdom, because you've got that and the Four of Swords. It's like there's a lot going on and being processed deeply inside your mind here. So even some surprising things. So this is kind of where we've got the head and the heart, because if you go deep and connect in and even connect to your body's wisdom as well, there's actually potentially a surprising message coming in from your heart. And so that's where I think you're going to get this really happy message that brings you that sense of happiness and fulfillment. And I do feel like it's deeply connected to gratitude, of just realizing that you're actually really lucky with some of the things that you have in your life, or really lucky with where you're at. So this could be a really nice time to be spending some time with the people that you love at home. There might be some really nice kind of energies around that. But I also feel like there's money around. There's opportunities for money to come in that could definitely be decorating or bringing some nice items into the home, or energies into the home anyway. So the Magician, this is like energy of starting something new, making some new plans, I would say, based on this deep contemplation of what it is that you truly want, and kind of reconciling that deep inside your mind. And so that's what I'm kind of seeing, that this in some way is rewriting some of the story of your life, like the narrative of some of the things that you've been taught or believed to be true, or believed that you deserved. And ultimately, it's like you're in charge of your life, and it's like you might be starting a whole new cycle up around this, which is actually really lovely. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Aquarius. We have, I see clearly. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision and I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. That's really that line, my clear insight, which we're talking about. A lot of what's happening here with this divine feminine is reflected in your outer sight. We're seeing like a mindset shift, or the lens in which you're seeing things are very differently. Outer sight being also the divine masculine that we're seeing here, which is finding the balance between your head and heart, and the fulfillment between what your head's saying you want and what your heart's wanting, and it's like a negotiation process. So, yeah, really the clarity is coming to you really, really clearly. You can see what it is that you want. And with that Three of Feathers, there's potentially a healing of a deep wound that comes in with that. So we have, oh, I love this. Absolutely love it. It's the turtle. The turtle's coming back home. It's coming back to the source. For me, the turtle is, again, a Cancerian energy, which is very much around home and mother and all this sort of stuff, coming back to your old relationship with perhaps your mother, how you were taught to nurture yourself, relationship with mother. But ultimately, these are some of the themes that are coming up. Might be a great time to go visit your mum and spend some nice time with your mum if you have a nice relationship and if your mum's still around. It might be also you can just have some conversations with mum if you want to, if she's passed as well. But what I'm kind of getting with the turtle is it's about coming back to the source. It's coming back to a place that you call home deep inside yourself, which is actually such a beautiful energy to come through. So, yeah, I think, it's good for your soul energy, this turtle energy. And so this is where you want to surround yourself with good for your soul things, people, objects, spaces, especially like related to your home or where you feel at home within yourself. So it's actually a really, really nice energy, but it feels kind of quite calm. And that's why I get the sense that you're wanting to go more inward rather than be out and about. So that's it, Aquarius. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading. We're going to see what else is coming in with this. We're going to look into the near future and the future beyond and go further into the future and see what's coming in now that this perception has changed. I feel like you're kind of seeing the lens of your world through a very different, you're seeing your world through a very different lens. And so what are you now seeing? What is now kind of shifting and changing in terms of your vision and what's actually coming towards you? How is the universe supporting this? Where is this all going? So we're going to have a look at this and what opportunities are you now attracting in with this Queen of Wands now that you kind of worked out what it is that you want. So with something that is very deeply connected to your sense of source, your roots, where you feel like you belong. So yeah, and like I said, deep healings around that. So that's all in the extended reading. Would love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. Usually pin the link to the comments as well. And if this is where we're leaving each other, Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment, and take care.